Today's letter to the Advocate, which they won't print, is probably way beyond their bandwidth. The allegory of Plato's cave has gone digital. Most people will be aware of the allegory of Plato's cave. If not, go look it up. I'm not explaining it all to you. In Plato's cave, I'll give you the layman's rundown. In Plato's cave, the cave dwellers were afraid of their own shadow cast off the flickering candle behind them onto the wall near the opening round the corner, compounded by the second shadow created by the outside light that they were casting. Two shadows now of one body. So they wouldn't leave the cave, thinking there were monsters outside, and anyone that did were killed if they went back in because of their narrow bandwidth and limited bandwidth of knowledge, creating fear of anything that came into the cave. Well, now we have a new cave and a new candle. The internet is the cave, your phone is the candle, and the shadow monsters are in your mind. They are whatever you perceive them to be based on whatever the talking head, your digital algorithm, allegory, has fed to you on your feed. This is not knowledge, this is willful ignorance keeping you in Plato's cave. Government forbid we might question anything or talk to one another. We might get triggered by words into questioning our indoctrination. We might stop believing in the boogeyman and the monsters. Our favourite talking head, the algorithm has fed us. We might actually walk away from the mess and create a better world that we can all share. One of the most important rights we have is the right to be offended. But we're afraid of words damaging that which comes before a fall. Pride. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Okay, I'll pronounce it like that. Just because, is it Tommy Robbins or Tommy Robinson? No, she's actually Lennon. There's someone out there that gets that. It's alright, mate. It's alright. Get well soon. Now, I'm about to throw you a whole curveball, and this is one for you to work out for yourself. It's based on an old joke, which I've been knocking about, thinking on. And it kind of goes with the allegory of Plato's cave, and a little bit with Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger got a cat. He put it in a box. Now, last time he seen the cat, it was alive and well and happy. He didn't feed it. He didn't tend to it. He didn't let it out of the box. 2 weeks later, he's still got the same picture in his mind of that cat. In his mind, there's nothing wrong with the cat, but the cat's dead, of course. But in his mind, the cat isn't dead. He doesn't have that reaction of the dead cat until he takes it out of the box. That's you wrestling on whether you should ignore something or not. Well, last I checked, it was all right. If I just leave it to its own devices, will it be fine? Depends. Does it have everything it needs? If it depends on you, then probably not. But it's the trigger point. That's the trigger point. You take the cat out of the box, bam, you're triggered. The longer you leave it, the worse the shock is going to be. Probably should get it out of the box, eh? Now, there's an old joke. And this is a conundrum for you to work out what lens you view the world through. There's a bloke, for the sake of the story, for the purpose of the story, we'll say his name's Bob. And Bob, how you going, Bob? I'm all right. Now, Bob's walking along a fenced line of an asylum, a mental asylum. And there's a group of people on the other side of the fence walking along with him going, 66, 66, 66. And you think, what's this 66? And they're following me along the fence, yelling out 66. And he comes along a hole in the fence. So he peeks through the hole in the fence and doink! Someone pokes him in the eye with a stick. And they all start yelling out, 67, 67. What side of the fence is Bob on? This is where the joke turns into my philosophy on what lens you view the world through. What side of the fence is Bob on? Is that fence there to protect Bob from himself? To protect Bob from the crowd? Or to keep the crowd stupid so that Bob doesn't tell them there's a world outside? This is how Schrodinger's cat relates to Plato's allegory of the cave. The longer we leave it, the messier it's going to be. Time to come out of the cave and take that fence down. Maybe they're not crazy. Maybe they just view the world through a different lens.